Am I audible, Amok? Can you all hear me clearly? Okay, great, great. Okay. धुंधला जाए जो मंजिले, एक पल को तो नजर झुक जाए सर जहाँ वही मिलता है रब का रास्ता। मेरी किस्मत तो बदल दे, रख हिम्मत बस चल दे, मेरे साथी मेरे कदमों के हैं निशान। तू न जाने आस पास है खुदा, तू न जाने आस पास है खुदा, तू न जाने आस पास है खुदा, तू न जाने आस पास है खुदा। खुद पे डाले तो नजर, हालातों से हार कर कहाँ चला रे, हाथ की लकीर को मोड़ता मरोड़ता है हौसला रे। तो खुद तेरे ख्वाबों की रंग में तो अपने जहां को भी रंग दे, कि चलता हूँ मैं तेरे संग में। हो शाम भी तो क्या, जब होगा अंधेरा तब पाएगा डर मेरा, मेरे साथी तेरे कदमों के हैं निशान। तू न जाने आस पास है खुदा, तू न जाने आस पास है खुदा, तू न जाने आस पास है खुदा, तू न जाने आस पास है खुदा। Thank you all for joining. So, who am I? Am I the girl in the corner with a future? Or am I the girl with no meaning? Can I be that girl who can bring fortune and riches to others down below? Can I be the girl who rises above her enemies and proves them wrong? Can I be the girl who can change the world with just one piece of writing? Can I be the girl who can have that voice that gets people excited? Can I be the girl with the power to make people stand up for what they believe in? Now, all that remains is to ask who I am and who I want to be. Good evening, everyone. This is Sukanya, and welcome you all to episode 2 of our brand new season of our very own show, PhD, the Philosophical Drama. So, as my friend Amog has already introduced you all in the last episode, is that this season we are planning to explore different facets and journeys of PhD, one theme at a time. So this is going to be a fun-filled one. So as we are all aware that we, the budding women scientific brains, are very, very easily demotivated by different issues of the society like sexism, and we are often bogged down by the pressure of settling down and catering only and only to our families. And we all know that PhD is something very intense. It requires a lot of dedication and hard work, and usually it involves like long hours that you have to devote it to. So it takes some heroes to like rise above all these odds, defy all these odds, and win the game. So today with us we have one such heroes. She's none other than Shalaka Patil, and she is currently pursuing her PhD in IISER Pune in the Biological Science Department, and she basically works on exploring genomic instability and genome organization in cancer cells. So she became a mother right through her PhD, and right now she is obviously pursuing her research very well and also exploring motherhood and being an amazing mother. So, in order to unravel her story, without much ado, I would like to call Shalaka. So, Shalaka, can you please come live with me? You can, if you ask to join, Shalaka, I, if you are there. Yeah, Shalaka. So, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. There's a very slight echo of my voice.
No.
No. So,
No.
yeah, there is a echo. Like, I can hear my voice echoing from your side.
Okay.
Are
So,
you using earphones?
no, I'm not using earphones.
Okay.
Should I? Hmm.
I think it's better now, actually. You can hear me clearly, right?
I can hear you clearly. Yes.
Okay. Can you use your earphones if possible?
Yeah. Actually, my earphones are not working at the moment, so I think this
Okay.
should.
Okay. We will. It's okay. We'll manage.
Yes.
Yeah. So, first of all, I would like to ask that how did you figure out that you wanted to do a PhD?
Yes. So, it was not very like pre-decided at early on. I was good in my studies. So, right from my school
Okay.
and junior college, I was good in my studies. I used to top the class and everything. So my mom actually wanted me to pursue medicine, but then I had decided that if so there was a 160 cutoff or something. I told her that if I get this much merit, I will fill up the medicine form. Otherwise, I'm going to pursue basic sciences. So that was decided by me that I was not much interested in applied sciences. So
Okay.
most of my fellow students or friends were pursuing engineering at that time. So I was not much interested in engineering. That was decided that I want to pursue basic sciences. I was more inclined to do basic sciences. So I got 158 marks and the cutoff was 160. So I did not fill up the form at all. So my mom was asking me to do something, and but then I decided that I will do basic sciences, and I did my bachelor's in microbiology from Garware College, which is in Pune. After that, then I pursued master's in microbiology itself from University of Pune and microbiology department. So at the microbiology department of Savitri, which is now Savitribai Phule Pune University, we had this Saturday meet program where they used to call external speaker, which used to be scientists who is pursuing like
Okay.
yes, and during those sessions I started developing interest in research. So that was one trigger that I should pursue research further. So after that, after my MSc itself, I got like multiple opportunities, positions at various institutes.
Mm.
Uh, at the by third semester of my MSc, I had decided that I want to pursue PhD. So I was working in
Okay.
on that front itself, that qualifying NET, GATE, those exams, and applying for various. But that was said I will pursue PhD in India itself. That was one thing. So I
Okay.
applied to all institutes and got into 2-3 places. But I decided to go with ISER Pune
Mm.
for various reasons.
Okay.
So that was one thing. I think
Mm.
having exposure to scientific literature and ongoing scientific research has helped me pursue PhD. So I
Okay.
definitely, yeah, attribute this to the Saturday mid seminars that we used to have at Department of
Mm.
Microbiology, Savitribai Phule University. So that was one interesting. Like I was privileged to be a part of that program, and yes, I think
Okay.
that has helped me pursue research further. So
Okay.
that
Okay.
was
So how did you land up in the field that you're working in? Like how were your initial time, like years in ICER, like lead you to what you're working on right now?
yes. So apart from my interest in academics and science, I was also inclined to do like take arts. So I like painting,
Okay.
drawing, and painting. So
Okay.
that was also my interest, and I at some point thought that I should pursue that also. So
Hmm.
if you like, some of you know what I am doing currently. So what my work focuses on is looking at cells live or fluorescent imaging of
Hmm.
cells. So this is microscopy imaging, and we use lot of colors and all that. So that was one thing that I always had interest.
Nice.
So with the topic that I have chosen, which is based on like imaging cells, live imaging cells or imaging fixed cells, so
Hmm.
involves a lot of color. So that was also like at the moment it does not make much difference, but yeah, that when I joined our lab, that was one thing that we had all the colorful images and everything. So that attracted me to pick up this topic and this particular lab.
Okay. Shalaka, your internet is probably very unstable right now. I can't see, I don't know, the audience can let me know if they can see you clearly, but on my end, it's very blurry. I can't see you very clearly. I hope you can hear
Network.
me though. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, the network, the strength shows up very good. I don't
Okay,
know what.
okay. Now it's better actually. In between it was like bad, but it's okay.
Okay.
So now that you like, that's really nice that you've explored your passion for art and colors in the scientific work that you do. That's like really great. That's very unique. That's very different from what,
If I
like
would have
how
not
people.
pursued science, then I must have
Yeah.
been doing arts only
Okay.
because that
Great.
is my like always.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Initially, so you work in an experimental lab and it involves a
Yes.
lot of long
Lot of.
hours to be devoted
Yes.
in the lab. So as far as I know, you used to stay in the hostel in the initial years and then you slowly decided to move out and then like settle down. And so how did you like take up this decision? Did you ever feel that it like might affect your work in some way or the other? Like, how did you come across, like, come to that particular decision?
Yes. So one thing is I'm very family kind of person, and my like I like to spend time with family. Like after you are
Hmm.
done working, I prefer spending time with family so that you don't have stress and you can like forget everything that is has been happening throughout the day. So that
Hmm.
has been my choice all the time. And for initial first year, I stayed in hostel. I chose to stay in hostel because I was in learning stage. And but
Hmm.
after a point, I was like my family resides in Pune itself. After a point, I
Yeah.
got bored and I decided that I should move out, and I stayed back with my family. So that
Okay.
was one thing. Especially you get emotional support and everything, and good food. That is also one thing. Like
Yeah. Definitely.
Yes. And you have people to take care of you. So that is
Hmm.
also a big thing. Like having physical and mental health at uh, uh, like if you have you are fit physically and mentally, you can pursue your work very efficiently. That is what I feel. So
Okay.
that when I'm staying with my family, I always have both these factors done, checked. Like I
Hmm.
don't have to take extra effort for that. So that is one
Right.
thing.
Huh.
Yes.
So actually, that's really good. Like, I know that not everybody is fortunate enough to have their home very close to where they work,
Yes.
but still, people, when they do not usually understand the importance of it and do not have the vision to realize how important it is to have your support of the family. So I think
Yes.
that is something which probably drove you a lot in terms of your work and your state of mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes,
So,
but
huh.
yes, you continue.
Yeah, no, 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 please do. I was going to ask you, like, come to the next point of what we are going to talk about today. But if you have something else to say,
Yes.
please do.
No, no, initially also, see, this is a PhD is a long time commitment. So I
Yeah.
told you that I looked for multiple places of like Indian institutes only, but
Hmm.
I had almost decided that I will join IIC. I was
Hmm.
like selected over there also, and I had almost decided that I will go to IIC. But that month itself, my
Hmm.
father got transferred to Solapur,
Okay.
and like yes. So after that, the ISA results came very like after that, after all the admission and everything was done. So
Hmm.
as I was ready, I packing everything, tickets and everything was done. But then my father said that our family will be scattered. I will stay here, you stay at Bangalore, and my mother is also working. Both parents are working. So he
Hmm.
wanted to have family at one place so that everyone is taken care of. So
Okay.
both my parents like asked me to stay back because PhD is not a, like short time course or something where which you
Yeah.
can finish and come back, right? It is a long
Hmm.
time commitment.
Hmm.
So that was one like they wanted me to stay with family so that I like they always look after my health and everything all the time. So they have this kind of inclination that I should stay close by so that they can look after me. So whether you stay
Hmm.
at hostel or home, that is not a problem, but you should stay close
Okay.
by. That was thing. So and my both parents are working since a long time.
Hmm.
They both are teachers. My mother is now headmistress, so I have seen them
Okay.
work and balance life accordingly. So that was one I can say motivation
Yeah.
that I had from home. So I decided to join ISER Pune itself, and
Yeah.
is a good institute. It is a budding
Yeah.
like that time. I joined 5 years ago, so
Hmm.
it is just a budding, but it has lot of uh, youth which is involved in research. So new topics and
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
setup and everything is so has one attraction to join and pursue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Great, great. That's really good that you had the support of your family to like, and also like they never like they always motivated you to like go and do like be it hostel or at home. But that's really good that you had their support. So I'd like to move on, like steer the conversation to the fact that so when you found out that you were going to be a mother, so,
Yes.
how did you feel? Obviously, like it's the best feeling in the world. But did you ever feel a little underconfident or a little skeptical about how life and how work is going to be after that?
Not before because like, it was planned. So before like conceiving, I did not have
Hmm.
much things in my mind that I was like uh, I had decided that around 80 to 90% of the work I will finish, and so
Hmm.
that I will not have much left over after that. So that I planned it that way that I will finish most of the work uh, as long as I am working actively, full-fledged
Hmm.
work that I was carrying out. And I did not have much, but as I was reaching my due date, I was little like, some of the times I was skeptical that, oh, this should
Yeah.
go smoothly or something like that. And at some point I had this like, when experiments are not working and the things are not
Yeah.
progressing the way you wanted them to progress. So that time I was little skeptical, but I always had support from my family, and my PI has also been supportive, that even if you don't finish off things fast, like the way you expected, you still have time.
Right.
Everything at the your health.
Mm. I think there has been some problem with Shalaka's internet connection, so we'll wait for 2 minutes and see if she can rejoin. Yeah, I think there was a hiccup of the internet.
Yes,
Yeah, it's fine now.
sorry about that. Yes. Am I
Yeah.
audible?
So you were saying that you had the support of your family through it,
Yes, I had
and
support of my
your PI
family,
has been also.
and PI has also been very supportive
Hmm.
regarding. Uh, yes. So, yes. So I had support from both fronts. So I was then like, all the worries that I had were resolved,
Hmm.
and then I was. Also, what happened is my due date was in October, 23rd October
Okay.
actually. But I had, the baby was overweight and I had extra liquor. So I had to take
Okay.
leave early on. So I was working on animal experiment that time, and I had to
Okay.
sacrifice my mice, 4 mice for that.
Okay.
So I felt really bad for that. But then, yeah, I discussed with my PI and family, and they were like, okay, your health is priority now. My doctors advised me to take early leave, and I
Hmm.
had a planned C-section on 2nd October,
Okay.
which was like 3 weeks before my due date. So my experiments
Okay.
were like, the everything that I had planned had to be like adjusted accordingly. But it's
Okay.
okay. But the things were managed, and uh, I could pull it off.
That's great. Like,
Yes, you
like
should
you
have a good
work.
rapport with
Yeah.
your PI and family and lab mates also, because your
Yeah.
work depends, not just you, your work depends on lab mates also. Like the
Yeah.
because we have open lab system, we have sharing system, we share the resources and facilities.
Yeah.
So that also helps. So having a good rapport with your colleagues also helps. And
Hmm.
my lab mates have also been very supportive whenever I needed some help of any kind. I always had someone to help. So
That is
that
great.
has been very good. Yes.
Yeah, I know that because I've worked in your lab. Like the environment is really good and like everybody is super supportive. So that must
Yes.
have
Yes.
worked in your favor through this.
Yes.
And you
Yes. That
actually worked till a long time before taking a leave. So like they must have been
yes.
like super supportive.
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah.
I took leave 15 days before my actual labor day. So that was managed.
Yeah, that was crazy because I used to see you and I used to wonder that she's still working and doing her experiments amidst all of it. So it must have been like quite a roller coaster ride for you. Yeah. So, did you hear me?
So it
Yeah.
was
So, okay,
not
okay.
very difficult. Performing experiments
Hmm.
was not very difficult. I planned
Huh.
it such a way that I will half of the day I will give for performing experiment and half of the day
Hmm.
for. So I did both kind
Hmm.
of cell culture and imaging or animal work and some chromosome counting analysis.
Hmm.
So I divided my
Yeah,
work
yeah.
in such a way that it is not too much of physical stress
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
working was manageable. So,
That
and
is
I
good.
had my husband to as a pickup and drop facility. So that was also taken care of. I
That is great. First thing, that's
yes,
really important to plan things out. And given that you are not in the best of your capacity, still planning things out, I think it's very important to understand how much you can do, and then plan things out accordingly so that like you can do your best even
yes,
through
yes,
this.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Your physical
like
abilities you will not be able to, like, you
hmm,
will have limitations with respect to your physical
hmm,
abilities, but you can plan
yeah,
your surrounding in such a way that
yeah,
you will have time schedule or organization of
yeah,
work and this segregation of work, what kind of work you want to carry out during that phase. So that
right,
also
right.
helps. So if you plan that early on, then it is not much
Huh.
of a stress. That is what I feel.
Hmm. Yeah. So on a mental level, like being prepared for it. So did you like? I know that there was support from like your family and your friends, etc. But so if you were ever feeling very low due to some reason, like what was your coping mechanism? Like suppose you are not in the best of your health and things probably didn't work a day in the lab. So how did you deal with these kind of struggles? Like if at all this happened.
Yes. So I do some like get some personal time. So I like
Hmm.
to watch movies. So I just go
Yeah.
to theater and watch some any movie that is a good movie that is there at that point. If you have someone with
Okay.
you, okay. If there is like if your friends or some family members are busy, I go alone and watch movie, have a nice food and come back home. So that happens. Like
That's awesome.
yes, you yes, because then like if someone else is busy and you depend on someone, then yeah, even
Hmm.
your mood is bad and you don't get to spend personal time also. So
Yeah.
if no one is available, I just go on my own. This has happened during my pregnancy also, so I just go watch movie,
Yeah.
have food and come back, and you forget
Great. So
everything
you do
else.
that now also, is it? Like
Yes,
post like having the baby, and now that you're full-fledged working in the lab, and
yes,
so it must be insane in terms of uh, what all you have to plan through the day. So so how
yes.
do you find out your me time? Is it like the same?
No, now very less of me
Yeah.
time. But yes, I
Huh.
managed to do some that on weekends, Saturday, Sunday, or
Okay.
something. But the now what happens is you have your little one, and
Yeah.
look forward to yeah. So the all the growth milestones that she reaches or everything, that itself makes me very happy. So I forget rest of the world,
Right.
and I don't even
Yeah.
need me time. I just see her and I am happy. That's it. So
That
that
is,
has changed, that
yeah.
has changed. I am not dependent on external sources to make me happy. I have a
Yeah.
intrinsic factor that is making me happy now. So life has changed this way, positively,
Yeah.
I can say. And
Yeah.
yes, I am
But
happy about it.
it
Yes,
yes. So that probably drives you even more to like go back to lab next day, and because you have
yes,
this
yes,
pure
yes,
unadulterated happiness and a clear mind to go back and then start your work every day.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So that is really great. That is, I
Totally.
know that like we don't see the amount of effort that goes behind it. There is a lot, I am sure. But like the way you're balancing it, the way you are actually happy and not like fretting over things, that really like amazes me every day that I see you. So that is really good. So now that you have actually been through this entire journey, and now and you are now successfully have settled down, kind of balancing everything well. So you know that there are a lot of girls out there who have this confusion, this thing in their, this dilemma, that whether they should like have a baby, be a mother while doing a PhD. So what will be your advice to them? Like what will be your definition of a PhD to people who are like other girls who are like kind of in the same situation?
Yes. So I think, see, even for PhD, I think this is a person specific also, and
Yeah,
specifically for PhD students, we have this thing in our mind that this is us. We don't have anything else to do. This is our primary focus. So I think this should be like we have to do our brainwashing in this way that this PhD is not a life. This is a part of our life. We have outside
right.
life also. We have family, friends, other hobbies, or there are people who do multiple things at a time. Like they have inclination towards doing theater, drama, or music, or dance, or any other art form. So I
Yeah.
think this we should imbibe into ourselves that PhD is a part of our life, and we should take it as a like handle as a profession. And see, if we handle keep this segregation of professional and personal life, then that helps in keeping positive attitude towards our work also,
Okay.
right? Because you should have a positive attitude towards your work, so that you can plan your experiments and other things also positively with a fresh mind and fresh
Yes.
mindset.
Yeah.
Otherwise what happens, that affects our work also. We have same kind of mindset all the time,
Hmm.
it affects your work and work efficiency.
Right.
So you are more productive when you have a fresh mind, fresh mindset, and healthy uh,
Hmm.
mental attitude. So I think that is the key. Having things assorted the way they are.
Hmm.
We should not mix up things. So that
Yeah.
helps in organizing life and work both, I guess.
Right. Right. That
Yes.
is
And
that is
especially for girls who are
yeah.
thinking about pursuing PhD and having personal life. So I think yes, in not just about PhD, there are other professions also
Yeah.
where girls do not continue or do not get a chance to continue after
Yes.
being a parent or something, because
Yes.
being a parent is such a involved job that yeah, everything becomes very difficult. So I think at that
Yeah.
time, support from your family, your partner, and managing things, like not taking too much burden about your child. That is also very
Right.
important. Yes, yes, mother has a lot of influence on child, but you should not take it up as a full time job. You should trust other people
Hmm.
also with your child. So that is, I think, one
Yeah.
problem that Indian mentality has, that you
Yes.
have trust with your child, like someone else will not handle your child with care or something like that. So
Yeah.
that has been like many of people that I know has this kind of attitude. So you should
Hmm.
trust other people more with your child and pursue
Hmm.
your profession also. So that helps in pursuing, so that you can have your own academic or career, whatever it might be, like PhD or
Hmm.
any entrepreneurship
Yeah.
or any other field. But
Yeah.
having things assorted, having uh, your duties allotted. So at the family level also, when you do better allotment of duties, things are very
Hmm.
easy to manage.
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
one thing. Yes.
Yeah. That is a
And
very important message. Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay, so that is like I think it's very important for us to like for people who are actually thinking about motherhood through their PhD. I think they should first plan everything very well that so that things go smooth. And even if they are stuck somewhere, they should always take help from others in order
yes,
and trust people around them so that they are like they. Okay, we heard.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. Great,
And
great.
having
Okay,
a
yeah,
clear
yeah,
conversation with your supervisor also helps. So
yes.
whatever I had, Raj,
Okay. Yeah. You can join if you are from like you can come from there. It's cool. I can accept your this thing if you can request.
Sorry
Yes,
about that.
I can see you. Yeah, that's
Yes. Am
okay.
I audible?
Yeah, you. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely fine. You were saying that something about communication with your
Yes,
supervisor. Yes.
supervisor. So whatever, I got married during my PhD and I had a
Hmm.
baby during my PhD. So all these things were discussed with my supervisor that see whatever
Okay.
personal decisions that you take in your life do affect your professional life. That is true. Like you can't ignore that factor. So I
Yes.
always had like whatever plans that I had in my life were discussed with my supervisor. So like he was not unaware of anything that was coming like up next.
Hmm.
So that is
Okay.
one thing that you should keep in mind. And having things discussed in your lab and with your supervisor helps in planning things effectively, because
Okay.
the experiment that are at priority or whatever work that needs to
Yes.
be finished before your leave, that should be discussed clearly with your supervisor. So I think that
Hmm.
helped me in planning out my leave and all the experiments that I had uh,
Hmm.
to be done after my leave. So that
Yes.
has helped, having a good rapport with your supervisor and having a word with supervisor about your next plan.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
That is really good. Yeah.
yes,
To communicate as much as you can.
yes,
Thank
yes.
you so much, Shalaka, for taking out time from your insanely busy schedule and doing this with me and sharing your story to everyone out there. I am pretty sure everyone will be like super motivated uh, with your story and your journey. So, thank you very much for sharing that. And again, kudos to you. I know that you make it sound easy, but it isn't. And it's actually like a really insanely difficult job to manage. And hats off to how you are doing it, balancing your motherhood and also the PhD, the research that you are pursuing. So, all the best for your
Yes,
journey
and I want
ahead
to say like
for the
something at
PhD.
the end. Yes,
Yeah.
for all the mothers who are like working and managing home also, at many
Hmm.
points you feel this is impossible. Now I am not going to do it.
Yeah.
This has happened to me also. But if you have your mind, you have made your mind to finish off whatever you planned earlier, you end up doing that impossible. So that is what I
Yes.
think everyone should keep in mind. Like you felt that this is impossible to do, and after you have done it, you should keep that in mind that you at some point you felt it will be impossible, and you ended up doing
Yeah.
impossible. So you can do impossible things when you have a motivation to do that, and you have a plan to finish off everything. So I think in
Yeah.
positive attitude towards work and your life helps in pursuing what you want, be that career or any other kind of
Profession. Yeah.
yes, yes. So that
That is
helps.
great. Yeah, that really like gives, like, you should be clear about what you want, and if you really
Yes,
like
yes,
want something, you can make it possible. Yeah.
yes.
So thank you so much, Alaka, for your time, and all the
Yeah.
best to you, and
Thank you.
lots of love
And thank you,
from
Sukanya
our
and Amok,
side.
for inviting me for
Yeah.
this fantastic. You are doing a great job of sharing stories of different kind of PAs,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to your season. Yeah, this is going to be very helpful for the
Yeah,
students
yeah.
who want to pursue PhD in, like, as a,
Yes.
and PhD is
That is
definitely a
the
stepping stone
intention.
in your life, and having
Yes.
this kind of discussion helps uh, to
Yes.
positively for
Definitely.
other fellow students also. So yes, you are also doing a great job, and I really appreciate that you both are doing great.
That means a lot. So, yeah, and I forgot to say that lots of love. Please send lots of love from both mine and Amok's side to your little angel. And thank you again
Yes,
for
thanks a lot.
joining today. I'll
Yes,
see you
thanks a
soon.
lot.
Bye bye.
Yes, yes. See you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bye bye. Thank you.
yeah. So, friends, that brings us to the end of episode 2. I'm pretty sure you guys had a lot of fun. And please do share our page and our videos to as many people as you can to support our endeavor. And do stay tuned to our Instagram page, PhD the Philosophical Drama, for more such wonderful stories which are coming up on Sundays, 6 p.m. with Amok and me, Sukanya. See you guys. Take care. Bye bye.